This bed in the mail from Michigan Rustics. Let's see how it goes together. It's definitely in a really big box, but let's go ahead and open it up. It's always cool to unbox stuff and just see the product. Pieces looks like they're like a hand-hewn pine. I like how they're not perfectly circular, like if they lathed them down. It looks like maybe they hand-hewn it with a draw knife and then sanded it, but that looks pretty good. All the hardware and instruction packet. I'm actually surprised on how little screws there are. Instructions, it has step 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's not like a Lego kit where the instructions are very detailed. You kind of have to look off the picture and figure out how to do it, but that's part of the fun. Start laying out all the pieces. Now we'll go ahead and glue these in place. Once you get that in place, just tap it with a hammer. We'll use a rag to wipe off the excess glue. I'm gonna go ahead and put this top plate on. To line everything up and pull that into position, just like that. With glue on both of these ends, we can put this onto the side beam. These are a little tricky to slide together. You really just gotta push and pull them to get them to fit. Looks like we need to tap this out a little bit to get it to fit. With a little bit of tapping, now it's going in. Don't want to do is like get the headboard together and then clamp everything, let it dry, and then try to put this on. It's best if you do one piece while everything is wet and you can kind of still move the glue a little bit. Glue up the other side as well. You can see that there's a little bit of a twist in the bed. This leg is sitting on the ground, this leg is up in the air. That's not a huge problem. Everything is still malleable, it can still move, so we're just gonna kind of push down on that corner. And now we'll just push down in this corner here, and eventually that'll start to fix it. And then also once we get the whole bed together, it all kind of holds itself, and I think that'll help it stop. Now we'll do the same thing to the footboard. We're not going to tap these in place until we have this top piece in place. So then everything will seat together at the same time. Now we can tap everything together. Now that I tapped these in, I'm going to tap them out a little bit. You see it only needs to move about 1/8 of an inch. Now we'll go ahead and put this on. When you put these on, make sure that this hole on this side is on the same side as the one on the bottom, or else it won't line up with your two supports. These holes right here on the bottom where your supports go into, there's a pilot hole on this side here that you're going to put a screw into. You don't want to glue this hole just in case you need to disassemble this bed and get it in or out of a room. You want to put the boards flat side down like this, and I'll tap these in place. I think that you want to orient the board like straight up and down for structural reasons. It is stronger that way, but they make these supports that go right underneath there perfectly, and they even have a pilot hole right there, and that'll support it. Starting to look like a bed. It comes with your T25 Torx, which is nice, and then we also got our screws here to go ahead and screw this in place. So glad that these aren't Phillips head screws. These are really nice wood screws. They go right through the wood. They have a nice cut in them, like that self-tapping. And then on the first few teeth here, there's like teeth in the teeth. It's really impressive. And then there's that little twist there. Put the screw through the pilot hole in the middle of the board for your supports here, and I have it poking out just a little bit on the bottom so I can make sure I get these lined up. Now we'll go ahead and screw this in. And we'll do the the same to the other side. That's all just for the frame. Next we're gonna put in box spring mattress and other bed stuff, but this is complete and this is sturdy. I really like it, and I just like the rustic look of everything. It went together pretty well, and you know what, even if there's a little bit of twist in it, it kind of matches the rustic looking style.